Happy Sunday, everybody. To get my situation together. Hey, y'all. Get my situation together. Turn my fan down. Okay. Y'all, what is happening? Okay, y'all can see me. What is going on? Let me put my Cash App up here, because Lord knows I need y'all to Cash App a sister. Hey, Neat. Okay. Child, I can't wait to talk about what I'm about to talk about right now. Okay. I just uploaded a video. And, let's see, I gotta scoot back so I can see myself. Yeah. Whoo, Lord. Nick, you cooked today or is it too hot? See, if I had a man, I'd have a whole full dinner. He'd be in there full burping, rubbing his toes together. Hey, Denise. Hey. I gotta get a sip of this. I just had a real good salad, y'all. But Walmart, y'all ever get Walmart salads? They are so crisp and crunchy and good. Oh, okay, I know that's right. I forgot you still got somebody you got to cook for. Yeah. Yeah, so when they gone, that's a vacation day. The salad, I just got hip to a few weeks ago, child. I did not notice that Walmart salads was this good. And then yesterday I caught 2 of them. So I'm gonna eat the other one tomorrow. On sale, it was you know how they had a round big one, right? They had a oblong big one for $4.74. I got 2 of them. I couldn't even eat it all just now, y'all. And it had 2 meats in it, the cheese, the croutons. I don't really eat croutons. Yeah, they're affordable. And I get the boiled eggs. You know, I didn't feel like boiling no eggs. I got some eggs, but I didn't boil them. So I bought the 2 boiled eggs and cut it up in there. Child, please. Hey, Connie. Walmart salads is on point for $5. You get your whole big old salad that you might not even be able to eat. Me too, I get the Cobb, and what's the other one? Boat. What's the boat? I get the Cobb and the Caesar. Yeah, I get the Cobb, the Southwestern. I done got the Southwestern before, but my favorite is the Caesar. That's my favorite. The Cobb always got the egg in it. They ain't had no Cobbs yesterday. Yeah, I love. Whew, that was so good. It was so good. I was trying to eat before I finished. You know, I had to upload my video, do my video thing, right? The chef. Oh, the chef salad. Yeah, I like chef too. But my favorite is the season. And I didn't want to eat in front of y'all. Because one of my cousins fussed me out the other day. Remember, I was hungry and I hit the button by mistake? And she sent me a personal message and cussed me out and says, don't eat like that no more. Now, I don't know if she know people eat on the YouTube. It's called a mukbang, right? And she fussed me out and said, don't do that. That's unprofessional and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. So I didn't want to do that. Hey, Lisa Marie. So I had to hurry up and gobble it up. So that's why I'm just now drinking my little drink with it. And I forgot to get my straw out of my room. So y'all gonna see me drinking my drink if y'all don't mind, right? Anyway, y'all. Lisa Marie, was that you who told me about Queen Opp and Chelle and Danny? Was that you? Somebody had told me about them, right? And anyway, I forgot to look, and then a few days later I looked at it. I was like, this ain't nothing I want to see, right? But then something it kept going down my timeline, so I said, okay, when that happens, YouTube pushing it out, so that means something going on. Something is going on. Okay, Lisa Marie, that's what I thought. So, child, I go into deep investigation last night, laying in my bed. Lisa Marie, that is the most sadistic, bizarre, evil, psychotic, crazy, mean-spirited shit I ever seen in my life, right? And I want to know, Lisa Marie, how long has that been going on? How long has they been abusing a mentally challenged woman? And is it for likes and clicks and views and subscriptions? What is going on? Please expound now that I have looked at it, and I'm going to give y'all my take on it. I don't even know how they have been able to be on so long. How long they been on there? How long have they been showing all that sadistic stuff, right? How long have they been abusing a mentally challenged woman? Why ain't her family came and whooped their ass and pulled her up out of there? Why? What happened now? I got so many questions. What happened now that made everybody call the police? That it hadn't been happening before. So remember, Connie, Lisa Marie had told me about, she had asked me about what my thoughts was about Queen Opp, Chelle, and Danny. I had never heard of them. So a couple days later, when I thought about it, I looked it up. So I had never heard of them, right? My daughter said she had told me about them a while back. So Queen Opp is a pregnant girl. She's a light-skinned girl. She's a cute girl. I don't know what she do in real life. Is she a rapper? I don't know what she was doing before that, right? But yeah, so that's Queen Opp, light-skinned girl. Then she's the head of the situation, I'm guessing. Then her girlfriend is named Danny, a boy-looking girl named Danny, a masculine girl named Danny. And then Chelle is a mentally challenged woman that they make fun of and whoop and beat on. They're abusing this person. I just found them right before. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what happened last night. That's what made me look into it, because it was going down my timeline, right? Now, I got a lot to say about this, y'all. We might spend some time here. First of all, why did YouTube allow that? That's number one. They demonetized me because I didn't edit 2 videos properly. 2 videos. Just 2. And it wasn't no bad videos. It was just somebody else's. But everybody do it on YouTube. That's where I got it from. I said, oh, let me try this in the middle of the night. Well, they penalized me. They didn't give me no warning shots, no emails, like don't do that no more. Nothing. They just demonetized me, right? Now, I don't know if this girl was monetized or not, but they had a lot of subscribers, right? I never watched nothing like that. Yeah, they had a lot of subscribers, I think. Her page is now gone. They said her page, and I seen where 5 or 6 days ago they were calling for her to be canceled. So evidently they did it, because she doesn't, the page, I never found her page. But I was looking at clips from other content creators about her. That's how I was able to see what I saw. Sick. Listen. I don't even know where to start at. So, the girl, Queen Opp, she has been banned from all the other social media sites. Instagram, I want to say Facebook too, I can't remember. Bigo, that was one of her bigger sites. And something called Miko. I never heard of Miko. M-I-C-O, I never heard of that, right? Now YouTube, so she's banned. Social media has banned her, right? So what I want to know is, why were people watching this? Because I seen some videos that people put up that said 2 years ago. I don't know how long this has been going on. I don't like that evilness on that spirit, like the same as with nature. Well, I couldn't deal with that time. Exactly. Physically, yeah, the girl had, the first video I saw, the girl had black eyes. 2 of them. One blacker than the other one, right? She had black, let me tell you, I'm going to break it down for you, Connie. I'm going to break it all the way down. That's why I said we might be here a while, because it was so much. It was so much. And I want to know, who is watching this? Who is supporting this? Who is promoting this? Who finds this entertaining? Because it was sick to me. I couldn't watch it. And the only reason why I kept watching different clips was because I was trying to formulate a situation so I can talk about it, right? Because I had been asked about it a couple times. And it's something current going on now. So, you know, as a content creator, I used to didn't talk about things I didn't like or didn't know nothing about. I just wouldn't talk about it. But I can't be that. And if I if I want to be well-rounded, I need to speak on all things. Right? Yeah, get the backstory. A true evil. The sister said she been with her for 10 years. 10 years, Lorraine. Hey, Lorraine. 10? With her as how? Were they best friends? Did they go together? With her as how? And what? I'm going to talk about the sister in a minute. They said, paid her. Who is AH? Oh, Ari. Who's Ari? Paid her $120 ago. Now, that's what I saw. I saw that video. I didn't see the actual thing, but I saw the video. I think they wiped it out or something. That is some sick shit. Why do you want to see this? And why do the people, the social media people watching this, who tunes in to watch that? Let me tell you something. I'm surprised that girl Queen Opp is not a serial killer. She has all the characteristics of a serial killer. Now, first of all, let me take it back. I got so much answers, right? So many questions. Yeah, and that's how I felt. I felt like I wanted to just throw my hands and punch her dead in her nose and black both her eyes, right? So, and has a son by G Herbo, and now, so she is pregnant by Moneybagg. That baby she got now is Moneybagg Yo. So is she a rapper? How is she connecting up with these people? Moneybagg Yo, see, he ain't got sense enough because she's evil. What dude, that's what, when I was looking at her, I was like, what dude is messing with her? Because she's clearly evil. She's a cute girl, and I think she got a body and all like that, but Queen Opp is the one with the mental illness. She is the one with the mental illness. Hey, Sheila, she is mentally ill, but she's psychotic. She's diabolical. She's evil. She's sadistic. Hers is beyond. See, that girl, Chelle, might be borderline retarded or something. This girl, Queen Opp, is sadistic and evil and psychotic. Oh, really? 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 All of this is alleged. So Denise, how do you know what they saying? That they probably sending their money to do horrible things to that woman. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Listen, when I saw this last night, I was disturbed, right? And I had to stop watching it because I didn't want to go to sleep with that on my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I had to watch something else before I actually went to sleep. Because I would dream about that shit. Y'all know I'm an empath. That had been all in my dreams. I've been fighting them all in my dreams and stuff, right? What I want to know, what disturbed me, a lot of stuff disturbed me. But as I was watching other content creators' videos, I saw some social media people that I like that was watching this. Like on the Bigo. You know how they have the panel? Like I took Bigo off my phone last year. Bigo I didn't understand. It's allegedly. Okay, we going with allegedly. Bigo I never understood because I had the flying dragons and the stuff going across the screen and symbols and colors. I didn't get the point of Bigo, right? So I took it off my phone. And I only went on there because I was watching certain people like Cherry the Boom and the one gay guy. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now, but he was on Bad Boys. You know, just watching them out of a funny ha-ha, right? But then it seemed like everybody was always arguing. When they would have the panels, everybody just arguing, cussing each other out. Everybody trying to be the baddest. It got stupid to me, so I took it off, right? But some content creators that I like, a couple of them, social media folks that I don't watch grow and elevate, was part of the panel and was watching that with Queen Opp. She's having a girl talking about she's going to teach her daughter how to sell her. What? So what state are they in? Do anybody know where they at? And where's Moneybagg Yo? I like Moneybagg Yo. Where do he reside? What state is he in? Somebody Google that. Where is these people at? Because when I Googled her, they said she was in Atlanta. They said she come from Pennsylvania. I don't know where. I think Pittsburgh. I think they said Pittsburgh or Philly. One of them, Pennsylvania. But she was in Atlanta, right? Somebody Google where she live. Philly. Oh, they in Philly. Is that where Moneybagg Yo at in Philly? PA. Because that's what I thought I saw on the Google. I thought I saw that on the Google, right? I want to know, if they've been doing it, they've been doing this for years, 10 years, Why nobody have never said anything? Where are the YouTube social media police? Because let me tell y'all something. Them videos I put up, y'all didn't get to see them because I did it in the middle of the night. And when 3 hours, 4 hours later, when I woke up, they had zapped me and punished me, right? So they was right dead on it. So y'all mean to tell me all these years YouTube didn't see all that? You mean to tell me that? Even if they only been on YouTube 6 months, y'all didn't. YouTube police didn't see that. I put up a video, and it was a harmless video. It's just, I think it was a copyright something. I didn't edit it right. Because you could do it, because other content creators do it. But I just didn't do something right or something. And I'm new. Y'all could have warned me and told me. I would have never did it no more. Right? But, hey, Michelle. But the fact that these people been on there, and the YouTube police didn't see this and say, hey, wait a minute, let me reach out to them. Let me call the police. Let me send them an email. Let me give a warning. Y'all zapped me within a matter of minutes. I'm telling y'all, because I did it like 3 in the morning. When I got up at 6, I was already in trouble. Oh. Ari did? So Ari's something sick with her. The money bag, y'all still with her sick ass? Because that's sick. So Ari and Queen Opp are friends? Or did she send it through the Cash App? Like, how did that happen? Why would you want to see that? Why would you want to see that? And I want to know, like, I seen a video with Chelle's sister, right? Now, I'm going to tell you something. Somebody interviewed her, the content creator interviewed her. Something ain't look right with her. She looked like she's older. She looked more like the auntie or the mama or something. And, she was just saying they come from a good family, so on and so forth. But something didn't look right with her. I'm going to tell you my personal opinion. It looked like she on drugs, right? She don't look like a crackhead, but it looked like she's on drugs, right? And, no, Cash App. So she cashed her out to do that? Yeah, they thought that was entertainment. Now, if I was Moneybag Yo, I would have to question, do I want her as my girlfriend? She's sick. Maybe they all sick. Because why would you want somebody that cannot defend them? First of all, I never want to fight nobody that can't defend themselves. If you're not going to hit me back, that's not a fight. Now, if you did something to me and I slapped the shit out you and you don't hit me back, that's cool because you did something to me. But I'm not going to keep battering somebody who is not going to fight me back and cannot fight me back. That's not a good feeling. What does that feel like? Who is Chelle's twin? Who is Chelle's twin? The Queen Opp? And I saw some pictures of Chelle from a long time ago. She's a pretty girl. Chelle was a pretty girl, right? They have beat that woman unrecognizable from what she used to look like. First off, she had 2 black eyes. That's what she got right now, 2 black eyes, right? Another thing I didn't understand, when the police came the first time, right? I'm telling you, it's weird. I'm telling you, Nick, it's weird. When the police came, I think they live in a room. Is that right? They in a room. They always in one room, right? The police kicked the door in. It was just like the door was right there, right? And Danny was sitting there. I saw that, but what was the point of that? I'm going to get ready to tell you. We're going to talk about all that. The sisters are now, when that couldn't have been that sister I saw, because she looked like an older woman. She looked like an auntie. It's a thumbnail of the Queen Opp smearing poop on the lady's forehead. Listen, they said they made her eat doo-doo out the toilet. I just saw that before I got on here. Hold on. The sister looked like something was up with her. She didn't look like a crackhead per se, look bad and nothing like that, but her movements, right? I don't know if she was nervous, if she's anxious, but her movements was off for me. Her movements was very off for me, right? And then the person asked her, the person asked her, the content creator asked her, well, why y'all ain't go get y'all sister? Oh, no, she asked when the last time you seen her. And she went around the board with that. And when my grandmama died, we reached out, and then she kept talking. I said, I want to know, when the last time you seen her? 6 months, 10 months, a year? How long, right? Never did get to the answer to that because I was tired of looking at the sister. Because I was watching clips. Like I said, her channel has been taken down. They must have did it yesterday or something like that, right? I pray she can get away from them. Well, Well, the girl went to jail. Queen Opp went to jail, but she's out now. But they say the girl Danny, unless she got out today, as of yesterday, Danny was still in jail. That's the gay girlfriend that looked like a boy. Now, what I didn't know, and this was in Google, something seriously wrong. I'm going to tell you what I think wrong with Queen Opp in a minute. Is that Google says that Queen Opp, I guess at the time they wrote that, had a relationship with Dukiana. Now, Dukiana, if y'all don't know, is somebody on Instagram. They might be on YouTube. They probably on Bigo and all that stuff too, right? It seems like a lot of weirdos is on Bigo. I thought Dukiana was just playing a character. Well, they say she's a transgender woman. So that's a dude that turned into a woman, correct? So, and she wear funny colored wigs, cheap looking funny colored wigs, pink and green and all that. I thought she was just playing a character. They say this girl, Queen Opp, they went together. They was an item. And I did see a video the other day where Dukiana was on the panel and she was telling Chelle to give Queen Opp something to eat. Now, Queen Opp is pregnant, but I've seen her drinking and doing all kind of stuff, right? So she's setting this baby up to be something wrong with it. She is 36, and sister says she's 2 years older. Who's 36? Chelle 36? And the sister 38. That sister old looking. Sister old looking. She look like an auntie. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Now, what I want to know, when the girl went to jail, where was Chelle? Did anybody know where she was? Because it seemed like I saw some videos that said she was with the family. It had got disgusting for me, and I couldn't watch it. I couldn't, I was looking at different videos, just trying to grab bits and pieces and put it together. I don't know. It seemed like somebody said that the family had her. And then they also said, because when the police kicked in the door, and like I was getting ready to say, when the police kicked in the door, and one time that I saw it, they didn't even take her outside and talk to her separately, and she kept her back to the police. The Chelle girl did, kept recording. Daddy was sitting on the bed, and Queen Opp was standing like, what y'all want, right? It was too dark. Is that the baby? Because I seen a video where they was trying to give her the baby, and she didn't want the baby, and she said she kept pushing the baby away. I'm thinking, what nigga is fooling with her? And I know dudes is nasty, and she cute, and I think she got a body too. She's a cute little girl, right? But I know she's psychotic, because I sent a video where she went to somebody, they said baby daddy house. Went to the house he lived with a woman and harassed them people until they said she was going to call the police. She went to these people's house and caused the scene. Right there, I'd have beat the brakes off of her. And the girl had a daughter or either a sister, somebody else there with her. Me and my daughter, and my cousin, my little baby, whoever, we went out there and tore her ass up, right? She was clowning all at their house. She was in their house and at their house, on the porch somewhere, She was all at their house clowning, right? I'm telling you, I watched several videos. Because I was trying to get a picture of who she is. Because I'm thinking maybe they're doing this for show. Is this real? Is they just doing this for clicks and likes? But then the more I watch, baby, yeah, Michelle. The more I watch, the more I realize she's serious and she's psychotic. And she's sadistic and she's diabolical and she's evil. And I seen the video where they done cut all Chelle hair off and put pieces of colored hair up there. Like they just clowning with her. They just clowning with her. I want to know, what kind of feeling do you get from that? And I'm more upset. Okay, so Queen Opp is crazy. Danny crazy. Chelle is crazy. Okay, they all got some issues going on. My bigger problem is with the people that have been watching this and supporting this. That's my problem. That is my problem. The people who have been watching this and supporting this. Yeah, evil is the only way to say that. Evil. Evil is the only way to say that. And I watched when people were on the panel talking. People were talking crazy to Chelle. The girl is defenseless and slow. She can't even help her. She don't even know what. She's not logical. She's not logical. And not reporting. That's what I'm saying. So I want to know what happens this time. Because the policeman came, when he came the second time, he said, hey, Lily, Grandma. When the police came the second time, they said they've been getting calls from, either he said all over the world or all over the country. But whatever it was, they got a lot of calls, and so they had to come back. And again, they didn't say, Chelle, can we talk to you? Not the part I saw. And Danny and Queen Opp and Chelle was talking to them like they was crazy. in that small confined space. I watched another video where I don't believe Chelle can sit down or something. She had to pee. They wouldn't let her pee. And she peed on the doggy pad. Right then, I wanted to punch the girl. Queen Opp. I wanted to punch her. Right? I watched it as long as I could. Because it just got to be too much. Like this, and like I said, what got me even more was the people that have been supporting and promoting this bullshit. That's what's even sicker. And the people that I like on social media, that was yeah, very weird. The Bigo people, I'm convinced the Bigo people. Now I don't want to name the Bigo people, but they weird. And that's why I stopped. I took the app off my phone because I didn't belong in that group. TikTok I love. Those are normal people on the TikTok. Normal people. Love TikTok. Bigo is weirdness. Bigo is weirdness. Straight weirdness, right? It's a lot of gay people. It's a lot of, because evidently that girl like boys, girls, and trans. She like everything, anything, right? They've been making this girl eat out the toilet, eat off the ground, have sex with homeless men. They going to hell. That's first of all. They're going straight to hell. And I'm concerned about the baby. Do she go to the doctor? I'm concerned, y'all. Like, y'all know I'm an advocate for foster kids and stuff like that, right? I don't like to see that kind of stuff. This baby, they birthing this baby into craziness. This baby is going to be birthed into insanity. That's a problem for me. Because this baby going to have a hard struggle right out the gate. Struggle is right there when she come out the womb. Boop, here go struggle. Here go turmoil. Here go crazy. Here go all the bad things, right? That's not fair. That's not fair. It's not fair at all, right? I was watching that. Now, she got another thing that disturbed me. Her bond was only $1,000. I don't know what she's charged with. I couldn't find that out. To me, it seems like she should be charged with kidnapping, holding a person against their will. Even though Michelle said she wanted to be there, she couldn't want to be there. She couldn't want to take that type of abuse. I'm talking about they were slapping her. I didn't see all the violence because I couldn't. I did see the girl daddy come from behind and slap her one time and was talking so crazy to her. And then the people on the panel was talking crazy to her too. That's the part. Like, it's the people crazy out here in the world, y'all. Super crazy. And social media is revealing all the crazy, right? Like, I was so disturbed when I saw that, y'all. I was so disturbed. And the girl, what her name? Queen Opp, seems to be fearless. But I'm going to tell you what I think wrong with her. Now, y'all know. She's been there 10 years. That's what she knows. She been living with that girl for 10 years. And they've been abusing her for 10 years. Her family. See, even if I had a distant cousin or a sister I ain't seen and I don't know when, and I see this, so I couldn't watch it. I couldn't see this and not go get my sister. What kind of people is that? I'm telling you, the sister didn't seem right to me anyway. She didn't seem all the way there. Right? If I see right now, if I seen a sister, one of my sisters, and they getting abused, I'm going to posse up. I'm going to call my people. I'm going to get my kids together, my friends, my brothers, my neighbors, anybody else I know, and we going and get her. That's what we going to do. Now, if she go back, that's she on her own. But we going to get her. And maybe that's what her family has done. Maybe they have tried to get her. I got to take that back. Maybe they have. Maybe they have. I remember one time I was in a situation with my baby daddy. I was real young, 18 years old or something. And he had me hostage in the house, right? And, there wasn't no cell phones back then. But my neighbor across the street was my friend and my cousin friend. And she contacted my family. When my family got to that door, instead of me screaming, "Get this nigga in here!" I was standing there very timid, right? Very timid, believe that. And my cousin pinched me. She was a police officer, Cleveland police officer. She pinched me through the door and said, "You better talk up," right? And I had an uncle there and another aunt there. And the police was there. There was 4 people at the door. 3 of them are kinfolk. And I said whatever I said, a little something humbly, because I was scared of dude. I was terrified of dude. And at the time, I was only maybe 19, 18, 19. And I thought he was this big bad wolf. I thought he was the boogeyman. So I was frightened of him, right? I rushed you before liking the video, but you always remind me. And I was terrified. And I should have screamed and hollered. They would have whooped him, took him to jail and all that. But I didn't do that. But they did rescue me. I can't remember what happened, but they did rescue me. But what I said all that to say this, my family told me, we're going to get you out of it this time. If you go back, you're on your own. So y'all know what I did? Because I didn't know how to fight that. I had never been in nothing like that. And he was a stalker and he was crazy. He was psychotic. I started, every man that liked me, every boyfriend, you got to fight him. This on you. If you like me, this is what you got to deal with. I didn't put my family in it no more. I put every man that liked me in it. And they went at it for years, okay? Until he got the message to leave me alone. That probably went on for about 9 years. It'll all be in my book. She is, you're right, she's accustomed to that. And they said it's Stockholm Syndrome at this point. But my problem is still with the people who are watching this. That's my problem. That's my problem. Yes, she is. Like, she kind of, Nick don't play that. Nick don't play that. Nick a sniper. She's a sniper. She be in the bushes. She be in the bushes. But my problem is the people that were watching it, and especially the people that I kind of like on social media that was a part of the panel. Like I heard nobody say, maybe they did, I didn't see that part, but I heard nobody say, why y'all doing that to her? I heard nobody say that. Nobody, right? I'm telling you, I could not believe my eyes. I couldn't believe my eyes. I could not. That this is what America they're coming to. People liking to look at sadistic stuff like this. You know, back in the day, all that weird, crazy stuff was underground. Excuse me. But it's right on the thing now. It's right there. Right? I want, and then she only had $1,000 bond. I want the charges to be, like I was saying, kidnapping. Exactly. Like who? Okay, so everybody was looking at it. I want to know what was the last straw that people said, okay, that's enough. We're going to call the police. Because like the police said, they got calls from all over the country. He either said all over the country or all over the world, but it was a whole lot. I remember that. I was so in shock with it. A lot of stuff I couldn't even hear because I just couldn't understand what I was seeing. I could not understand what I was seeing. Well, let me tell you, I watched another blogger. I ain't going to say her name, but I watched another blogger, and this is what she does. I didn't know she still had a blog, a channel. This is what she does. She said, I want all of y'all, she told her people, I want all of y'all to send me all the information or either send it to the district attorney's, the DA's office, so this girl could get charges. She had a 4-hour live. I skimmed through. I don't know when this was. It was recent. But I skimmed through because I wanted to hear what they were saying and see what receipts they had. And she had a 4-hour live, and they were talking about that. And she was showing footage of the behaviors, right? And so what I want to know, what I'm saying is, well, they took the channel down, so evidently they see it. Right? If they took it down, they see it. My question is, do YouTube send that information? Do the police ask for that information? Or are they just going to give her a slap on the wrist? Because it's just black women just doing stuff, right? I'm telling y'all, that was the sickest shit I ever seen. And the bad part about it is the girl is a nice looking girl. This is what I think happened. We all know today that childhood trauma will carry on into adulthood and manifest in some way or another in your adult life. And if it was traumatic and you got no help or nothing for it, it's going to show. And I believe something traumatic happened to her. She was getting beat. She was getting whatever to her. She made a rap. What I saw on Bigo, she was rapping, and she said she was being slutted out and this and that and that and that. Someone abused her and damaged her terribly. She's been damaged terribly, right? She's been damaged. How old is she, I wonder? Somebody Google that. She should be under the jail. Yeah. She's been damaged. Somebody hurt her. Somebody traumatized her. Somebody abused her. And I'm willing to bet it was during her childhood. Because you don't get that sick like that. She's too young. First of all, she's a pretty girl. So things naturally happen for pretty folks, right? You on social media, you could be doing OnlyFans, you could be doing all other kind of stuff. You choose to do this. She choose to do that. If the investigations are ongoing, the police will find footage. The videos are uploaded by other channels. Right. Hey, Kari, we talking about the Queen Opp. Do you know what Queen Opp is? I just got hip to her last week. Depends, because I went through so traumatic stuff, but I'm not out here. Yeah, that's because you either got healed, or two, you're around positive energy people. I did too, but I'm not like that. That's because you were around positivity, right? Yeah, he was, and that's what somebody else said about the Nature Boy. I was looking in the comments. Now, I watched Nature Boy. You know, Nature Boy was right around the corner here from me. He was right in Decatur somewhere. And I started looking at it because it was interesting at first, right? And then that became sickly. But by the time it got sickly, they was arresting him, right? Because I always wonder, how do people be in a cult? How do people stay somewhere where they're being abused? I watched a video one time with Nature Boy. He had a sandwich, about 10, 12, 15, however many of them it was. He had a sandwich, or a piece of sandwich. And they had to fight or slap each other. They had to do something crazy to get a piece of sandwich. A little piece of the sandwich. Both her parents were extremely awful. Really? Yeah, I just found out about it last week too. And that's what I'm saying. I want to know how long this has been going on. But like I said, when I was doing my research last night, some of those videos, clips from other people's videos, said 2 years ago. So at least I know it's been going on 2 years. And I'm trying to figure out why the YouTube police didn't check that. Y'all check everything else. Why y'all didn't check that? You can't cuss, you can't do this, you can't do that, but you can beat somebody up for the world to see? I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm telling you, I was so outraged when I saw that. I was so appalled when I saw that, right? I just did not understand. Let me tell y'all this. I almost today on this live, I got to figure out how to do it. Because remember I told y'all you can go live with somebody? Well, I think it's only one person. Well, you can go live, but you have to give them the link, right? Now, what I might try tomorrow, so if you see something weird on the live, it's me trying something, right? To put it on public platform so that the lady can have a chance at it. Yeah, but I don't know, do she want a better life? Do she have sense enough to want a better life? She don't know what to do. If she's been around them people 10 years, she don't know what to do without them. It wasn't StreamYard. It's YouTube itself. Like when you go live on YouTube, it tells you can add other people, right? This is a new thing. It just started maybe a few weeks ago, right? So when I hit the button today, for the live, and I hit that, but then it's a link. So I don't have two phones. I could maybe do it on my computer. So I used to have two phones. But I'm going to try it tomorrow. So if the live look wacky or something, that's me trying something, right? Because I'm going to try it tomorrow. And then I put the link in, and then you all hit the link to get on there. I think that's my understanding of it, right? I put the link up, and you all... Now, let me tell you something. I put this wig on today because I just wanted to... I used to like this wig. I don't like it, but I already had it on today, so I didn't switch it out. Because I just looked at myself. I look like an old Supreme or something, right? And I just wanted some color. Y'all know, I like color. Y'all ain't really see me in a lot of color, but I love color, right? But I ain't feeling this. I ain't feeling this wig right here today. You can add people to talk to you. Yes, you can add... Okay, YouTube, that would be great. I seen it. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to try tomorrow. I'm going to try that tomorrow. Because y'all, that means I'm going to put the link up, right? And I don't know if they automatically put the link up. I don't know. But it tells me to copy the link, right? And send it to somebody. So I didn't know how to send it to nobody. So what I'm going to do is copy the link And because when I sent it, it was like people in my, it was something different. I didn't know how to do that. So I'm going to copy the link, and then when I go, I may have to do it on my computer or somewhere. Put the link, I'm going to put the link up, and we're going to see how it works, y'all. And I got to figure out how it works. Y'all know I ain't got no IT people, no team, and nobody, just me and y'all. So we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure this out. If only one could come at a time, that's it. But I think she has StreamYard. Because I watched Chelle do it. She had people on the side, but she might have StreamYard. They more high-techy than me. She might have StreamYard. But StreamYard costs. That's why I don't have StreamYard, because that costs money that I ain't got. But I also want to figure out how people have that banner across the bottom. How people have that banner across the bottom that says, Cash App or like, share, subscribe. People have a banner going across. I want to figure that out too. Even if they're gone, yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. She's going to, but they need to put her, what she needs is structure. She needs to be in a group home situation or something, so she can possibly get back to herself or as normal as possible. That's what she needs. She needs to be managed. Chelle needs to be managed. And because she's been used to being managed, but in a negative way. She needs to be managed. Yeah, she definitely got some mental problems. She's definitely got some mental problems. Definitely. She definitely got some mental problems. But yeah, she needs to be managed. Yeah, she needs to be managed. Because that whole thing is super duper sad, right? Yeah, I didn't have no understanding. I didn't have no understanding of that. And I'm telling y'all, I got angry as I was watching it. Yeah, exactly. She needs to be managed, right? Because somebody else will take advantage of her. She's a victim. She's a victim, and she will remain a victim unless she's around some people that can manage her and care about her. Period. She's a victim. And then, people are sick out here. They done see her do this and do that. They gonna want her to do this and that to them. People are sick. And then what I didn't get was, I didn't see it, but I saw the quote about it, the statement about it, that the girl Queen Opp made her eat doo-doo out the toilet. That in itself, besides all the hitting on her, beating on her, doing all that in itself is sadistic. She's sadistic. I can't believe, I know, this is allegedly what I'm saying, y'all, but I just believe in my heart. If she's not already, she could be a serial killer. If she's not already. She's something else. I just can't believe that you ain't did everything you done did, we done seen on there. I don't believe that. 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 One of my grandbabies came. Joe came back with his daughter today. She's a year older than the twins. And she's a year older than the twins. And she's in control of this clown before now. Hey, Dion. I hadn't heard of him until last week when Lisa Marie told me about him. And I looked at it once and said, oh, this is so too crazy. I don't want to look at it. But it kept going down my timeline yesterday, so I said, something is up. Let me just check it out. And because I am a content creator, I said, well, let me just say something about it. I uploaded a video about it today, my thoughts. And it'll be on both of my platforms. Somebody was saying something yesterday. I forgot who it was. I was watching a YouTuber, a content creator, and they said, yeah, we can entertain people and give our commentary, but when you have a platform, it needs to be used for good sometime, right? So, hey, Golden. So that's where I'm at with that, because I started to ignore it, but it made me upset. So I said, well, I'm going to speak on it, and maybe somebody can enlighten me and tell me how long it's been going on, where they at, and all the things, right? Hey, Denise. But so, we was talking about the Queen Opp, in case y'all probably don't know, because only insane people, I guess, has been watching this. Queen Opp, Chelle, and Danny. And Queen Opp is a very sadistic, evil, manipulative, mean, psychotic person. And Danny is the gay girlfriend, and Chelle is the victim and the mentally challenged person that they are abusing in that house or that room or wherever they at, right? Yeah, that's a yikes. It's definitely a yikes. Just check it out. Now her channel is gone. They took her channel down, but she still comes up. Other content creators got videos and all the things, right? And you can see the damage that has been done to this lady Chelle, right? It's awful. It's awful. It's absolutely awful, right? Well, let me tell y'all what else been going on. So I have stopped paying attention to these people because I thought they was doing and going on with their life separately. Well, the Latruths, y'all remember them? The big content creators on all the social medias. They was married, Brianna, and I forget what his first name is. Forgot what his name is. Hold on. Serenity? Serenity?
Yeah.
Come here. Open the door. Why you guys not watching TV?
They're needed to use the bathroom.
Oh, they need to use the bathroom. Okay, are you in charge?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure they wash their hands, and then y'all go back and sit down and watch TV, okay?
Okay.
Is your dad woke?
No, both of them are asleep.
They both sleep. Okay, so are you in charge? So I need you to be cool
Okay.
and don't bother nothing.
Okay.
Okay? Because Grandma's doing her YouTube thing, okay?
I never started YouTube.
I know you didn't. We're going to do a TikTok probably tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Me and you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Be good, and you in charge. Make sure they wash their hands and go sit down, okay? All right. Okay. Yeah, I got my you know, the peoples is here. Yeah, you had to put somebody in charge. Now, usually the older twin is in charge. But now, this grandbaby is a year older than them, and she's much more advanced because her mama talked too much to her like an adult, which I don't believe in, but that's another topic for another day. She's smart, and so I hear her in there talking to them and guiding them along, right? Now, Tierney, that's the oldest twin. She like me. I'm gonna see. When they were younger, they haven't seen each other in 2 years. When they were younger, like 2 years old, and they was 3. It was a dynamic, but I'm anxious to see this now because my oldest twin has her own personality, and she is the boss of herself. So I'm anxious to see how this is gonna be. Charles in charge. That's right. Yeah. You know. See, when I was growing up, me and my cousins all play together. Somebody always had to be in charge. Now, whether they, somebody always had to be in charge. Like my cousin that just passed, I told y'all about, she was in charge. It was a core group of us, right? And she was the oldest, and I was next. Then it was then it was her sister, and then it was I had some twin cousins, right? And so it was 6 of us, right? And my older cousin, the one that just passed, she was the one that was in charge, and she was me, and she was the one in charge, right? And so, somebody always got to be in charge. Somebody always got to be in charge, right? So I'm interested. She just got here today. They just got here this morning. I was so tired that I ain't had really too much time to interact. And they just, and then they took them to, I took a nap, and they had took them to a park or a water park. They had took them somewhere. And so now they back. Yeah. Yeah, I talked about it a few, they probably about 2 weeks now. Right, but she was like I told people, I didn't realize it until she got sick. That she was really like my first friend, I guess, because we grew up together, and I was always at their house on the weekends and stuff, right? Yeah, she was mean and in charge, right? And then me and her went to college together. She was a year ahead of me, so I went to college where she went to, and I'm the one that discovered something was wrong with her. She had a mental illness too. And so that was really my first friend. Those were my first friends, you know what I'm saying? Those particular cousins that I grew up with and was with every weekend and stuff like that, right? So yeah, she left here. So, I take family real seriously, right? And so I want them, to, even though they live in different states, right? And probably always will. But I want them to have those wonderful bonding moments. So this summer, and I've been telling my son to go get her, but he's been busy. This summer, I want them to bond. Now, when they seen each other 2 summers ago, I think, they didn't remember. But this summer, they'll remember because they're old enough. They'll remember her. They'll remember each other, right? So if they don't see each other again till next summer or Christmas time or whenever, they'll know. You know what I'm saying? That's real important to me. We made a medical discovery today. What? What's the medical discovery? What is the medical discovery? Tell me, please share. What they do? I'd like to know what that is. I'd like to know what the medical discovery is. But anyway, back to the truths, right? Child, there's been so much going on. My sister every day, my daughter every day, she telling me this and that. I'm like, I thought they was cool. She had a little boyfriend. He doing whatever he doing. They going on about their business. It's so much chaos with them people. So what I found out, y'all, is that, I drank this Poppy got me burping, is that the girl has been lying. Just like we found out that Monique had been lying on Derek, and we was all on Monique's side. We was all on Brianna's side. I can't remember his name to save my life. But she's been lying, right? And she has been having her people dox this dude and harass him. I don't think divorced now or what, soon to be ex or whatever. Doing all kind of stuff to him. She showed pictures of his private part, or so she said. They arrested her a couple days ago for that. They arrested her. And what I find crazy about this situation is the dad is complicit in this. Right? Now your daddy's supposed to give you wisdom. Am I right? Her daddy's going along with all this foolishness. And when she talking crazy, he in the car, yeah, you right. You know, so crazy. It's important how you get raised. It is so important how you get raised. And so now the boyfriend, that's the actor dude, can't think his name right now, the actor dude, what this girl has been doing is, I guess like letting this dude raise her kids or something, right? And they did a video of the little baby girl, that's the Latrice's child. She didn't want to go with him. So the boyfriend had her and holding her and was like, come on out, whatever his name is, daddy, he might have called him daddy. Daddy outside. She was like, no, I don't want to go. No, they showed that. They showed that. The little girl not wanting to go. Now, kids are sponges. And evidently, this is what I'm saying, evidently, allegedly, supposedly, this girl has been talking against this man for his child not to want to go with him, right? And then dude get back on the screen and look in the camera and say, oh, well, I tried, right? They're taunting Latrice, the man. They're taunting him. They're agitating him. Her whole following, I think she called it the Beehive. Her name is Brianna. I can't remember what his name is. Have been taunting this man. And he got tired of it and reported it, and they arrested her. Now, she got out and thought it was funny, right? And now she said, just look and see what I'm about to do. I don't understand for the life of me why people put all their personal business on social media for the world to see. And you really are digging a ditch for yourself, right? Leave that man alone. You say you don't like him. You say he got a little thing. Because she said she called his thing a shrimp. So you say he got a little thing. You don't like him. Why do you keep harassing him? That's the part I don't get. Just like Monique. If you don't like him, go about your business. Go on and live your life. You got a dude, live your life. Find out that the dude, I think his name's Jonelle Young or Jonelle somebody, the boyfriend, he has a girlfriend. And allegedly, supposedly, Brianna has been taking care of him, spending money on him, supposedly, right? So she's been, in essence, paying for him to be around her. Right? I guess when they go on trips and she's paying for it all and this is now he's an actor. Right? I don't know how much money he get, but he's an actor, right? They say now that he has a girlfriend. Now I heard him say something about he has a brand and all this and all that. So I think he has separated himself from her now because she went to jail, all this doxing and stuff she was doing and harassing him, right? And when you look at her, she's another pretty girl that ain't got no sense at all. No sense at all. Naturally pretty girl. No sense at all. Right? And she said, look what I'm going to do. Watch what I do, this and that and that. Like, I don't understand people who wake up in chaos. And I know there's some people that they can't function if it ain't drama. Now she talk about the praise the Lord and the Lord this and the Lord that, but you causing chaos every day. That ain't godly. That ain't godly. Why do you put so much effort into messing with that man? Y'all split. Go on. It's called a split. You go that way, he go that way. Right? I'm telling you, I've seen some of the crazy stuff. Yeah, your first friends, cousins of your friend, and I never thought about it until she got sick. You know, because it was emotional for me, right? And I never thought about it until she got sick. So they was my first friends, and they were. Those were my first friends. And they, you know, they always called us in the same way. Me and my sister, Jackie, Stephanie, Brenda, Karen, David, and Chris. They called us like, that's the way they said it, just in that way. Never out of the order, right? Those are my first friends. On the strip, y'all. You know, that's, I want to say, I'm trying to think. I reached out to him. I did. Now that you say that, I just thought about that. I'm going to reach back out to him. I reached out to him. I did reach out to him. I just thought about that and said, I told him something for his good, right? Because I see the way that can go. Because what Monique is doing is setting up a paper trail so he can go back to jail. That's what she want him at in prison. Then she'll be able to control him if he's in prison, right? The term for hate of Tans will start with MISO. Wait, the hate of what? But men know misogyny is problematic, so men and dressers would never allow that definition, so they made up transphobia in 2013. Oh, yeah, that has always been fear. But what is MISO? What is that MISO app? What was that about? For hate of what? But yeah, I reached out to him, and I want to reach out to him. I just thought about that. I did that maybe a couple weeks ago. I reached out to him, but you know, I'm sure they get so many DMs that they don't, you know, they're not paying attention to a lot of things. You know, they get a lot of DMs, right? But I just felt, just like you said, because I'm from Cleveland, is the suffix for hate. Is it? So it's misogyny. So that app, it has to do with misogyny? Really? Huh. I didn't know that. Because they kept saying that. I kept seeing that MISO. She was on MISO. I'm like, what is MISO? I never heard of that. So trans said we hate them. That's not funny. That is... I ain't studying them. I'm really not studying them no more. I'm not. We said what we said. We don't like cis. That's it. That's all. Quit using it. But we're going to start using some terms. And I mean that. We're going to start using some terms that y'all ain't going to like. That's that. So she was on MISO. Because I'm telling you, the Bigo app got real bizarre to me, y'all. And I was like, this ain't for me, right? Because first of all the things going across the screen and come on, y'all, give me some more turtles. You know, I didn't understand none of that. I didn't understand none of that, right? Yeah, me too, Denise. I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? We can fight about it now. We can throw hands about it. I'm sick of it, right? Shoot shit. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Golden. But I don't understand. If I ain't fooling with you no more, and you going on do it, see, I'm gonna tell you what the problem is with both of those ladies. They're hurt that things didn't go their way. But what you have to understand in life, shit ain't gonna always go your way. Yeah, I don't understand it. I didn't understand it, right? They had moderators. Oh yeah, I did see they had moderators on Bigo. Yeah. Nick is moderator extraordinaire. But I didn't, you know, it just didn't make sense. And then I saw it was a lot of gay people on there, and they seemed like they was always fighting and arguing and cussing each other out. Oh wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out and see what's going on over there on that. And so I download that in the Play Store, right? But anyway, I don't understand if you ain't with that person, go on about your business. If you say you don't want them, y'all done broke up, go on about your business, right? I told him I got him on YouTube. Yeah, well, you two can't cross paths. But let me tell y'all this, something, right? I'm just gonna put this out here. I don't know why I just thought of this, but I'm just gonna go and follow my mind with this one here. So, have y'all ever had a secret admirer, somebody that you admired? And if you did you ever tell them that you admired them? Or did you ever tell them that you was interested? I think I have a secret admirer that I'm the secret admirer, right? But I'm old school, so I wouldn't say nothing too much, right? But have y'all ever had a secret admirer? That's the question of the day. Have y'all ever had a secret admirer? And if you did, would you let it be known? So I'm gonna put on my shades. These are my shades now. I'm putting my shades on. These are my shades of the day. There's so much drama. Vampires live for the hate, the drama. Yeah. I never told them because I'm old school, and that's how I feel, right? Let me put on my shades so y'all can't really see me that good. Hold on, let me clean the glasses. These are my shades of the day that match my dress from Temu. These are the fancy hair shades. Let me find out. Yeah. Who's that? Who said that? Hey, Tima. I do, Tima. I think I do. My pride be too high. I think mine is too, right? I wish I had something, but I did. Yeah, so listen, Tima. Tima, I'm glad you're on here. We got a lot to talk about. But I think I got a crush, right? I don't know if I ever had a crush like an invisible, like somebody that might not be attainable. But he's probably attainable. Now, if I tell y'all too much, y'all might try to figure out who he is. But, see, I got on my shades so that y'all can't really see me. So I'm going to tell y'all. I ain't going to tell y'all all. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit. He is a subscriber, right? He's a subscriber. But I think that he is worldly, which is what I like, right? And I'm very interested in getting to know more of him. Now, do we got somebody? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he's very interesting, right? I like interesting people. And so what do you do with a secret admirer? Nothing, just keep admiring? Or do you, because I'm an aggressive individual, right? And I believe in closed mouth don't get fed. But I also believe there's a time and a place, and your timing got to be right when you say stuff, right? About it, not too much. Wait, what'd you say? Let's talk about it, not too much. Yes, I have. Like Nick, I'm sort of, oh, me too. Yeah, am I blushing? Look, I put my glasses back on. Am I blushing? Because y'all can't see that, right? And yesterday it came to my mind. I said, Jackie, you might like him, right? I know he don't like me, but I'm just like, he is so very fucking interesting. I like interesting creatures because it's hard to meet somebody. I like interesting people, right? Let me see what you say. Should be strong about him to subliminally let him know. Oh. You know who it is, Neek? Do you know who it is, Neek? How you know, Neek? I'm old school too. I guess that's the way we're taught. However, I make myself available and approachable while not directly approaching him. Yeah. How you know, Neek? How do you guys know? What makes y'all think y'all know? What makes me? Now you know that girl won't. What makes y'all think y'all know? Y'all don't know. But I think I'm interested. I do think I'm interested. And I did not know I was blushing. I don't blush. I am too cool to be blushing. I don't blush. I'm too cool for that. And I got my blockers on so you can't see my eyes. But yeah, I just thought about that. Like, do you people have secret admirers and do they say anything? I don't know if I ever secretly admired anybody, because if I did, some kind of way we probably got together. But to say, she may really be the, he is a he. Thank you, Golden. Okay. Denise says she thinks you had it. I think y'all know. And tried to get Nene on there. He may like you too. I am loving this hair. Are you, Tima? I don't like it because, I liked it. I've been had this with this little piece. I keep my little pieces, right? But then I was just looking at myself in my computer and I was looking like one of the Supremes. I was like, I don't like it. How long has this existed? It's recent. It's recent. I always found him interesting, but he has become attractive to me in some sort of way. Subtle hints. Subtle hint. Because, listen, y'all, I ain't getting no younger, right? And I'm old school. I'm old school, but I'm also from the streets, right? Closed mouth don't get fed. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just so interested in him. It's an interest. It's a real interest, right? It's an interest. Hey, Tony. It's an interest, right? And I just wanted to know, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Right? Okay, all right. I can't see it, though, because I ain't got the two phones, so they stole my phone. Let me tell y'all something. I called T-Mobile, right? I had two phones, and they stole both my phones out of my car. They stole both my phones out of my car. Y'all quit giggling, because y'all gonna make me... Let me put my glasses back on so I can't see y'all. So, anyway, they had told me I had an iPhone, I had an Android and an iPhone. So, the iPhone is what I really, really need. But I like Android. I like Android. Maybe. So the iPhone, they had told me at the time that they got stolen, that I would have to pay $107 deductible. So I'd already paid $107 for a phone, and I was already paying for two phones, and I was going to pay for three, so I had to pay for three phones until like May, and I'm still paying for the two phones. I'm paying for the one they stole and the one I got now. So I called yesterday because I said I need to get another phone because I'm getting ready to go on TikTok with my purses, right? And I need another phone. I can use my computer, but it's easier with the phone, right? And child, they told me $249 was the deductible. $249 for the iPhone 11, because I guess they're just gonna replace it with what I had, which was the iPhone 11. I think they up to 13 or 14 now, but they just gonna replace it with the 11, which is fine. But I was like, damn, I was all prepared to give them the 107 because that's what they told me. Now they say $249. I ain't got no $249 right now, so hopefully I can get it this week and because I definitely need that other phone. It's mandatory I get another phone. I like Androids too. I love my Android. Now, the thing about the iPhone is iPhone can do other stuff, especially when you're doing, on social media. Like, let me give you an example. So on TikTok, which I hadn't thought about, I forgot. So see how I put this up and it's backwards? There's a function on an iPhone that will reverse it so that you can see. So when you're on TikTok and you write down your Cash App and your Zelle, and the people do this, you hit this button to do something and they can see it instead of it looking backwards, right? That doesn't work like that on the Android. You need an iPhone for that. That's one thing, right? So they doing always about the, yeah. So it's like charge you for refurb. Yeah, I don't want the refurbished phone. I don't want the refurbished phone. So I'm gonna have to get the iPhone. But like I said, they wanted $249 for the deductible, right? So I got to come up with that, and I need that this week because I plan on going live on TikTok probably Wednesday. I think my bags. I got my stands came yesterday. I got to put them up. I got 3 stands I got to put up, which I'll probably do tomorrow. So I may not go live. I may not. I don't know. I got to get these stands up. That's going to be frustrating enough. Because I can put stuff together, but sometimes some will be off. But this can't be off because it's going to be behind me, and I got to put my purses on. But what I do is great. I'm property manager, and I do a lot with my phone. Yeah. Oh, the insurance be sending refurbished. I don't want no refurbished phone either. Right? Not for no... Well, the way they claimed, it was like, well, those phones cost $899 or whatever. Because I talked to the insurance company for a while yesterday. They like $899 for the 11 or whatever, right? So what I think I might do is, because I've been with T-Mobile a long time, I might just go into the store. See, I was trying to do it without going into the store. But what I might do is go into the store, because I can get another phone, and I just pay for it over time, right? And just forget the insurance, which how I got this one, you know what I'm saying? So I'm probably going to end up doing that, and probably going to do that. Today's Sunday, probably going to do that tomorrow, maybe, or Tuesday. Yeah, maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. And just get another phone and give them whatever that little money you have to give them at first, and then just put it on my bill for 24 months. You don't want, yeah, okay, I sure will. But I might just end up going to get a new phone, a cheap iPhone. I guess I don't like little phones, and a lot of them iPhones is little. I don't like little phones. I need a big phone. But yeah, anyway, so tomorrow I'm going to be putting my stands up and getting everything situated, and they're on wheels because so they're on wheels. So when I'm on TikTok, they'll be behind me and I'll be standing up. But when I'm talking to y'all, I can wheel them around another part of the room. You know what I'm saying? So I got to make it right because they're going to be on wheels. So I got to do it right. I can't half do it. 12 Pro. The 11 is a good size. No, that's what I had before, so it's got to be that size. It can't be, them other iPhones are smaller. I don't like them little baby iPhones. My hand's too big for them anyway. I don't like them little baby iPhones. But I need the phone, because I watched this girl do it on TikTok. If you ever yeah, well, I just got upgraded for this phone. So this is my second phone since my phones got stolen, because that first phone I had was horrible. I hated it. So I'm on some kind of program that lets you upgrade whenever you feel like it or something. So that's how I got this one. But that's a different phone number, right? The Pro and Pro Max are big. I know I really like that Pro Max. That's really what I want, but they are a little costly. That's what I want. But I'm going to see about it. My daughter-in-law, she works for T-Mobile, so she can get me together. So when she go back to work, I'm going to go there with her and let her see about it, right? Because I got to have another phone because, like I said, this girl, I watched her. So when the people asked her, what's your information so they can send their money, she switched to the other phone, right? And she put the thing up. I said, oh, that must be her iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Because I tried it. I Googled it and everything way back. And I tried to do it. But the Androids don't allow for that. Not this one I got. Not this one I got. So I'm trying to do everything I'm trying to do. Android don't invest much because the way they do in these phones, they only make them. I know it. Do y'all know how many phones That's why I was mad at them people stealing my phone. Because I've always been paying for two phones. Always. I never could just pay for one phone. Because something had happened. I'm still owing for the phone. So then I got the phone broke and in the drawer in the garbage. So I'm paying for the new phone and the old phone. I've been doing that for years, right? Pro or Pro Max. Yeah, that's what I'm going to get, a Pro or Pro Max. That's what I'm going to get. Because I got to have a big phone. But I want to be able to. So when the people say, tell them they claim whatever their product is, I need to be able to see it instead of walking up on the screen like that, right? I need to be able to see it. And which, like I said, I could do it. But I have a big laptop. I have the bigger one, so I don't want to break that, because I'm clumsy. So I want that to stay where it's at. So I need the phone in my hand, because I'll be standing up. So I need the phone in my hand. But anyway, y'all. Anyway, child. Tima. Y'all, did y'all go follow my girl Tima? She's a trendy minimalist. Oh, let me tell y'all what I saw. Let me tell y'all, I hope I don't ever get like this. If I do, y'all check me. What I saw today, I think that was today. So, y'all know Love and Marriage Huntsville is one of my shows, even though it's turned all the way the other way, right? And the mama, Miss Wanda, ain't on there no more. So Miss Wanda, let me tell you what I want. This is what I wanted when I came down here. I just ain't met nobody to do that with. So they do a lot of country stuff down here, and I want to be part of the country stuff, right? So evidently Stormy, the girl on Love and Marriage Huntsville, had I'm going to call it a hold down. They called it something else, right? They had on cowboy hats, cowboy boots, and all that stuff, right? Okay, good. Doesn't she have just the perfect voice? See, I'm loud and the voice all deep, but she has such the perfect voice for being a content creator. And she's very funny, hella funny. That's my girl. She's very animated in her own little calm demure way, right? I love my girl Tima. But anyway, they had a function in her. She got an estate. When somebody has an estate, they got a lot of land, right? So she had a hold down. I'm calling it hold down. They called it something else. And Tisha's mama was there, Miss Wanda. Seemed like everybody was there but Mel. I didn't see Maurice and his wife there, but that don't mean they wasn't there. But yeah. And so yeah, you do. I've always told her that her voice is and she's so comedic, and her timing is on point. I'm just raw and savagery, but she's so how she's supposed to be, right? But anyway, so Miss Wanda was on there talking so crazy, y'all. Now, she was they had the girl from Bell Collective there. So I got to figure out how far. Somebody Google how far Bessemer, Alabama is from where they at? From Jackson, Mississippi. It must be close, right? Because the girl, Latrice, was there with her husband, Cliff, the controlling man, and she got to ask permission to go places. She got to ask him permission, which I Googled her. I think she's one of the richest ones on there. She's worth a whole bunch of millions, and she started selling hair out of her trunk. Everybody from the show was there. From the Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, so Latrice was there. She's from Bell Collective, right? He is scary, ain't he? And y'all know he's 20 years older than her, so he's already insecure about her. She ain't but 31, 32 years old. I think she's 31. So he in his 50s, right? You knew what you was signing up for, but I always think that older men get with women like that so they can control them. That's their purpose. That's their point. They want to control them. So she was hustling. I like her hustle. She was selling hair out of the trunk of her car. I didn't sell purses out the trunk of my car when I first started, right? So, and still will not. If I wanted to go somewhere and they was in and I had them, I put them in the trunk now. Yeah, they tried to. So anyway, she built it up. She's a millionaire now, right? And but Cliff helped her. Of course he helped her. That's her husband. He's supposed to help her. That's what the other guy, Glenn, said that helped Lakeisha, whatever her name is. Keisha. I like her. Isha or Keisha or something like Tisha or something like that, right? They want to say, well, I made you what you is. Well, that's your job, sir. Okay? Keep acting right and she'll stay with you. The moment you act wrong, they're going to leave. Well, anyway, Cliff was there. Cliff is scary. He's super scary. And I think Cliff might have a drinking problem, too, which makes him scarier, right? But Miss Wanda was talking so crazy. And she was like, because, I get your man. I take your man. She's talking all kind of crazy talk, right? And Latrice and Cliff don't run nothing. It's all for the show. Yeah. And Miss Wanda was talking about how she was. She said, and I saw Cliff. Cliff, no. I get with him. She was just talking so crazy to be a woman in her 50s. Pump your brakes, sis. You ain't got to be like that, right? You not publicly. Your public persona and your real persona. If your real persona is way over the top, maybe you should tone it down for the public. That's all I'm saying, right? I heard her say that. I don't believe that. You know why I don't believe that? I heard her say that. But the reason why I don't believe that, because I watch expressions. So the thing for me on reality TV, because y'all know I do psychology on the side, I watch their expressions. I can tell when it's real and when it's not. I watch her body language and her expression when he's talking to her, right? Now, the reason why she's saying this for the show is because she's had backlash about it, right? Of how he treated her. That day, he pulled up on her. And her and her friends were just having a drink in the middle of the afternoon or after work or whatever. And the way he walked up on her and the way he called her out her name, he called her the B word a couple times, right? He thought she was on the mic because he told her to take that mic off, right? All of that was very threatening. And then he told her, you don't go nowhere without my permission? Permission? That ain't for the show. That ain't fake. She's saying that now because she wants us to believe that. That ain't for the show. That's what it really is. That's what it really is. And he's probably lighting it up. Like I told y'all before, I've been watching these reality shows since Real World. With these couples, the first season, everybody's happy. I love my man. I love my wife. I love. Second season, you might see a little something. That third season, it all come out. It all comes out, right? Because they can't hold it no longer. They can't pretend no more, right? And that's exactly what happens. It happens on their show. I watch it all the time. And the way he was talking to her, I felt like he might have been getting ready to hit her. And there has been rumors, this is rumors and allegedly, that he has put hands on her. It's been rumored that. And the way she looked when she was talking to her mama, she don't want to be by herself. Because that's all she knows. She's been with him for some years. And she's 31. She was with him in her 20s. Y'all know that's a formidable age. It's hard to break away from that person, especially if he's older than you and manipulating you and controlling you and all that, and you're a twin. It's hard to break away from that mentally, right? So I don't believe that it's for the show. I don't believe that. I don't believe it's for the show. I watch her. I watch her anxiousness. I watch her body language when she's talking about him, talking to him. I watch it, and then I listen to the other ladies. I listen to what's the girl? Akeisha, I think her name is Akeisha, something like that. The way she said, like she told her husband, you ain't getting ready to do this like Cliff do her. We not doing that. That ain't how we is, right? it's just other things. I watched Marie say something about it, like they in a glass house and so on and so forth. Those people know. We may not know to the full extent, but those people know, right? And there's no way that's for the show. She said that in front of. First of all, don't let Miss Wanda get your ass whooped when you get home. Listen to Miss Wanda, right? Because I'm sure he checked her when they got home in the car, on the way to the car, right? I know men like that. That ain't for the show. No, ma'am. That ain't for the show. That's who he really is, right? Anyway, y'all. Anyway. The friend who was staying with them. Yes. Yeah. He was. And you can see the concern. See, I watch body language and I watch facial features and facial movements and stuff, right? Told y'all I do psychology on the side. Listen, I couldn't have never, ever made it in life on the streets with no mother and father if I didn't pay attention. I pay close attention to people, right? Even when they think I don't, I might not even say nothing about it, but I pay close attention, right? And then I told y'all I went to nursing school. They teach you how to look at people medically, right? I pay close attention. But anyway, the friend, the look in his the pain that he was showing when he talked about it, right? Yeah, that ain't for sure. Nah, that's what they is. That's what they is. Would you say she don't like old men? If they're so, I have a problem, and y'all know again, my life is really a movie, right? Which I can't wait to finish my book, but I got to make some money first. I don't like old men. My daddy was. I'm a product of an old man with a young woman. I am the product of it, right? And that's part of the reason why Latrice don't want a baby. Now he want to put a baby in her, so if he can still, well, he probably can, but he want to put a baby in her to really have full control over. She trying to build her kingdom up, but he wants a baby in her, right? She's being smart. I hope she don't get pregnant by him, because things won't all the way change when she get pregnant by him. All the way change, right? But I'm the product of an old man with a younger woman. I love older men, but it's a certain type. Yeah. I like black men, period. And I like them to be strong and exciting, and I like them to be active. I don't like narrow-minded. And what I'm finding is a lot of men are narrow-minded. They can't think outside of this box. All they can think of is right here in front of them. They can't go outside of the box. And I've always been I'm always been an outside of the box individual, right? They don't want no action in their life. I like action. I like experiences. I like trying new things. I like doing new things. I like seeing the world, outside of that one little place where you at. Like my people at home, where I'm from, a lot of them dudes, some of them ain't been out of Cleveland. I met dudes down here that ain't been out of Georgia. Never. Ain't thought about it. Don't know where to go. Don't know what to do. Right? I need some action. I need you to have some action, which I need you to be able to tell me and teach me. That's what I find a turn on. Because I think I know a lot. I do think that, right? But I know people know more than me. But I want a man that can be able to tell me something, teach me something. That's what I want. So if you older, fine. But just have some oomph about yourself, right? I need oomph. You ain't got no oomph, we ain't gonna make it. We not gonna make it, right? But anyway, y'all. There's all kind of weird thoughts that's in my head right now. I wish I could share them with y'all. Have y'all ever been somewhere or just at home with yourself and your mind is going 1,000? My mind is going 1,000 right now. That's why I can't get sleep at night, because my mind just don't shut off. That's why I didn't watch them weird people before I went to bed. I had to watch something else. Let me tell y'all what I watched that was really good. Is y'all hip to, I know everybody watch Lifetime and Lifetime Movie Network, right? But there's a writer, director, I don't know, I think he's a writer. V.C. Andrews, they made Flowers in the Attic and all that stuff. They have another series called Dawn. I watched it all yesterday. It was four episodes, 4 2-hour episodes. So what's that, 8 hours? I watched it, I think I finished it this morning, right? Very good. It's very good. And V.C. Andrews' stuff is always dated. It's not never modern. It's always dated, right? Like back sometime. Really good, and it shows the weird or strange family dynamics of these families. Really, really good. Really, really good. We were talking politics the other night. What do you think of John Kasich? Seems like he had many Dems backing also. John Kasich is where I know the name. Where is he from? What state is he in? And what is he running for? What state is he in? Y'all vote. That's going to be my next. I'm going to talk about that from now on. Y'all going to see it all on my community page on both my channels. Ohio, that's what I thought. So, Ohio is a red state, y'all. And people in Cleveland do not know for real, if they don't watch the news and pay attention, they don't know that we're a red state unless they... Cleveland is predominantly black, and there's a lot of black politicians and so on and so forth, right? But once you leave out of Cleveland, you will realize how white the state of Ohio is, right? If you never leave out, you won't realize it. Let me tell you something. I knew Trump was going to win way back. I used to, after work or whatever, I would Uber drive, right? And I would pick up people. I remember there was a political party that was having a political event at a house in an affluent neighborhood in Cleveland. It's called Bracknell. It's right outside of where I live. You could walk to it, right? But growing up, you never went over there because the police would get you. They didn't want you over there. It was sort of like a gated, it ain't gated, but it was like a gated area, right? And yeah, the governor of Ohio, Kasich. I thought so, but I just had to remember. I've been in several states. But anyway, I watched these people politic for Trump. I would take them to these places. My son lived in southern Ohio, mostly white. All of the signs, all of the political signs in the yard said Trump, which is a scary thing to me. It's scary for me to be around white folks who, because and I could just be me, but automatically when I see a Trump sign, I think racist. Automatically, I think racist, right? That might not always be the case. I just think that's who they like, Trump, right? But you've seen that all down through Ohio, except for Cleveland, right? So Kasich is, he does and he did, right? I'm not hip to the politics now because I've been gone for 3 years. But he ain't for us. I don't care if he's a Democrat or not. He's not. He's not. None of them are, right? None of them are. Cleveland is the perfect example of that. Cleveland is so downtrodden. So, my daughter went home. She had to go home the other day to take care of some business, and she was telling me of the changes and all the businesses that have left since I've been gone, right? And the only thing that Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, cares about, which is probably the whole state of Ohio, the only thing they care about is what can make them money. They don't care about urban areas. Definitely don't care about the urban areas, right? When I bought my house, which is now 20 years ago, I've been gone 3 years. I sold it 2 years, a year or two, whenever I sold it, right? I was in my house for 15 years, right? The street got paved. When I first moved there, I had it was brick. And I called them and said, can you pave it? They said, we can't do that. We got other projects going on. My street got paved after, I'm trying to think, did it get paved when I left or just before I left? The street got finally paved. The bricks was gone. Can't remember. I got to ask my daughter. I think it got paved right before I left, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. He's Republican. And Ohio, unless they get somebody strong, for me, y'all, the Democrats are not doing enough. They're not doing enough, and they have not picked or groomed who they need to have to beat these Republicans. And I don't think they care. And I'm going to tell you why I don't think they care, because I had a friend who worked in the NAACP office, right? They weren't doing nothing in there. Okay? No motion, right? Those groups and those parties and those organizations that we had in the 60s and 70s, maybe even the 80s, or the 90s, they're not doing enough stuff what they need to do. Probably in certain areas, maybe like Atlanta, they doing stuff, but they ain't doing shit in Ohio. They're not doing what they need to do. And so, I used to live in Cincinnati as well, and some of my best friends still live there, right? And those cities are so downtrodden and so... Now, in Cincinnati, they did gentrification. They did a lot of gentrification, right? And so they put black folks. They concentrated. The poorest of people are concentrated in a certain area downtown, right? But they're gentrifying that area. I don't know how that's gonna work because they tried that in Cleveland. And the projects, you can't move the project unless you tear out like what they did here. But they told me, I'm not sure. They tore the projects down. Ain't no projects in Atlanta. That's what they say. They got low income housing, but ain't no projects, right? Uh, Downtown Cleveland has projects all around the downtown area, right? So downtown looks pretty and nice and all that. That's because the money is there. Stadiums are there. The casinos are there, right? If you make one wrong turn to the left or to the right, it's over for you, right? Now, what they do is they put all of their police attention. So if you do something down there, they're going to find you. They put all their police attention on that. But anything outside of that, they don't care. Why? Because we have Republicans in office. They don't care. They don't care. And we've had the same mayor for 20, 30 years. His grandkids are the biggest criminals it is. They murderers, killers, and all that, right? Even though he's a Democrat, they don't care. It's all about money. It's all about money. So, Kasich, nothing new. The elders say that nothing is happening because folks are truly lost. The current ones in charge haven't been trained to lead. Yeah, that's right. So they don't even know where to begin. Yeah. In Louisville, every project they tear down, rebuild, and let the people that qualify come back. Hey, Professor Sunflower. Cleveland is really about disappearing. Now, let me tell you what they did. They did put a highway. I had heard about this before I left. One of my friends told me because he has a business, and he was telling me the highway was going to go right through an urban area, right? So a lot of businesses would be displaced and so on and so forth, and people would be displaced. I haven't seen it because they built it since I've been gone, but they say that it's there. That's all they care about, and it's called somebody corridor, I think. But it's just so that people can have a direct shot to downtown but it's going right through the urban area, right past the projects and all of that, right? They don't care, and that's one reason why I left, because I'm upwardly mobile. I ain't got no money, nothing like that, but I'll always be broke, right? And I need to be somewhere where I can grow, and it's going to be safe for me to grow. So Cleveland had became too unsafe, and the reason being, again, the politicians do not care. They do not care. They kill each other off. I told y'all there's 52 people missing. They don't care. Political leadership really look out for the rich. That's real solutions in terms of community advancement had to begin at exactly. That's what I'm telling y'all. I knew somebody in the NAACP that worked for them. This was they're into politics, right? A close friend of mine. Wasn't no motion going on in that office. I was appalled, right? I didn't see no moving and no shaking. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what they do. I don't know what they're doing, but I know that should be grassroots, right? Not doing anything, and just watching the city get dilapidated. Is that a word? Did I say that right? And so it only benefits the downtown area, which is where the money is, and the next little area over, which is historical homes and stuff, right? That's all they care about. But right next door, right down the street from that, one block away or right across the street, is the projects, right? They don't care, and there's no commerce there. See, the governor, in my opinion, is his job. One of his jobs is to create commerce. Is to have deals. Am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. And there's no commerce in Cleveland. There is commerce in smaller. Listen, my son lived in a small town where he went to college at. There's more commerce there than it is in Cleveland. It's a small town, okay? It's a small town outside of Dayton, Ohio. There's more commerce there than it is in Cleveland. And also, that is the same city that Trump went to. See, Trump, I paid attention. I live in a suburb outside of Charlotte, where I lived at, small town again, but it was money there, right? Trump came to that little town, Gastonia, North Carolina. That's where Trump came. The money is if you ain't got no money, and if you ain't with that agenda, you out. You're out. And I watched that very closely during the pre-Trump and during the Trump administration, right? Pay attention to where they visit. Pay attention to where these politicians visit. That's where the money is, and that's what they're concerned for, and that's what they're going to do stuff for, where they go. They're tearing down the highway that separates the projects from major areas of the city after all these years. Now, there's a project that's horrible. It was there when I was a little kid, but I didn't know what projects was. I just knew they all looked alike. It was by my church. And they have made that a historical building so they can't tear it down. That is so dumb. And it's probably one of the first projects in Cleveland. Maybe that's why. But it needs to be torn down because all the crime come from up out of there. Not all, but a lot of it in that area come from right up out of there. Right up out of there. They will not tear it down because it's a historical site. I'm telling you, it's so backwards. I had to leave. Now, you know, people say it's crime everywhere. Yes, it is. It's crime here. The difference between where I come from and other cities that I have visited, other cities and where I live, is that they put money. There's commerce there. You get on the highway in Cleveland, you ain't even gonna see no trucks. You can't get on Charlotte. You couldn't even hardly get on the highway for the trucks. That's a major hub, right? Same way down here. It's more highways here. Same way down here. Cleveland only has a 3-lane highway. We ain't even got a 4-lane. Okay? We don't even have a 4-lane. And you don't see no trucks. Never paid that any attention until I started going to other places and then visiting other places. There's no commerce. So if there's no commerce, there's no money going into that community. There's no jobs. So if there's no jobs, people turn against each other and turn on themselves and create chaos. And that is exactly what has happened in Cleveland, Ohio. Only difference between Cleveland and Cincinnati is they've always had their foot on them Negroes' necks. It's like the Gestapo. The police is like the Gestapo down there. But in Cleveland, they don't care. They don't care. Right? They don't care. So, you know, you got to vote, y'all. Again, we got to vote. I don't care where you live, what city. I don't give a damn where. You have to vote. Very important. I don't care if you got all the money and don't nothing bother you. You got to vote. Because there's some people that's going to be bothered by you not voting. You got to vote. You got to vote. And you know, judges, which I always have a hard time with. If I haven't heard of you or if the Democratic ticket hasn't supported you, then I don't vote for you. So now y'all know they've made it, at least in Ohio, I think everywhere. You know, you can't take they can't pass out political content to you in front of the place now. So you got to make sure you got it whenever you get it to go into the poll with you, right? All these tactics to slow people down from voting or voting the way they want to vote. Who can remember the judges? Who can remember all of that stuff, right? Unless you got your paper to give you clues as to what to do. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about all the homeless people that are stealing and causing all the business? Really, I haven't been aware of that. I've got to look into that. Really, shutting the businesses down? Let me tell y'all something else about homeless. Atlanta has more homeless people. It's so strange to me. The Atlanta area, right? And so many homeless people here. I've never seen nothing like this in my life, right? And they're in good neighborhoods. Like, it ain't like the neighborhoods are downtrodden. They're homeless. They're begging. They in the middle of the highway. They everywhere. And these are some different kind of homeless. They don't want $1.50. They want $5. Get an attitude. So they're shutting the businesses down. So let me tell you what I see here. There's a plaza with Kroger's and Planet Fitness. It's all kind of commerce here. It's everything you want is here. I love it here, right? Anyway, the homeless, once they pick a spot, that's their spot. There is under this. You know, when I was in Charlotte, right? Me and my daughter have rolled past votes, especially all of them, Lisa Marie. They living under the bridge. You know, I've heard people say live under the bridge. I didn't really saw that in Cleveland, but people did. I didn't really see it. I guess I didn't see those bridges or whatever. But I seen there was a whole. What I see, I guess, because it's warmer climate. What I seen in Charlotte and not where I live, but in Charlotte, and what I see here is there are tent communities. People living in tents, like in the woods or by the highways. People are living in tents, like they're really living there, right? And like I said, I guess it's because the climate is better. People are homeless out in Cleveland, but I think a lot of them go in shelters at night. Even though some of them be laying out there, they must be conditioned to it. Cleveland gets too cold for you to be out there at night in the winter. It's just way too cold. You'll die. He has been in power since before I was born. I just saw something, and he said he gonna stay there. Then I just saw that on the news or something. He said that he ain't got no intentions on leaving or whatever. I just saw that somewhere on something on the news or something. I just saw that. But I just lost my train of thought thinking about the homeless people. But they were in tents, right? And so let me tell y'all something I've never told y'all. I don't think I've ever told y'all. I just need somebody to help me. Here's the reason, and his son-in-law who let the cops get off Oh. What city was that again? With Breonna Taylor, what city was that? What city was that, y'all? I lost track. It was so many people getting killed by the police. When I lived in Cincinnati, police killed this man and shot him, gunned him down in the back, Louisville. That's what I thought. Gunned him down, and they rioted in Cincinnati. They rioted, but they didn't touch black businesses, right? They rioted from downtown all the way up to where I live. They rioted, right? Of YouTube videos of the homeless that are just walking into the building. Oh, I gotta go look. What? I was watching a video the other day. They was doing that, but I don't know where they was. And they was taking stuff out of, was it Walmart or Target? And they was just going in there taking stuff. I don't know where it was at. What? Where's the police? Now, if I run a light, they're gonna chase me down. What? I never will understand that. I don't understand about it. Y'all went to her house and killed her. And then she wasn't even the people y'all was looking for. Am I correct with that? Wow. Wow. See, I'm telling y'all, it's all about the vote. I don't care what nobody says. It's all about the vote. It's all about the vote. All these rights and all these things that everybody want done, they're not going to get done. They just not. You have to vote. You have to vote. That's what I thought. You have to vote. You have to vote. Listen, I've been voting. Let me tell y'all something. I was so terrified after I went on vacation, I thought I wasn't going to be able to vote, but Ohio's not one of those states that you can't vote if you're a felon. Voting is very important to me. I haven't missed a beat. The only time I miss is when I first moved to, when I first moved here, I voted. When I first moved to Charlotte, I voted. When I first moved to Cincinnati, I didn't vote because I didn't understand the politics. Cincinnati is set up different. Like, they have a mayor, but I think the mayor is just a figurehead. The sheriff really runs that town. That's to tell you how outdated they is. Told you the police is like the Gestapo down there. The sheriff is who really runs the town. It's like Wild Wild West, right? So I didn't understand the politics that first go round. I had to figure out how things work, right? Folks to come and take their place. Yeah, and that's where these organizations come in at, right? I think it's too much money invested in McConnell, and there are a lot of secret agendas because we've been voting and tired of him, but he's still in office. Oh, really? Y'all been trying to get him out, huh? What is McConnell? What is McConnell? What is his office? Because for some reason, I thought he was in Congress. Is he a senator? What is his office? What is his office? But back to what I was saying, I would like to, but I'm a little afraid. Senator, that's what I thought. He's a senator. Okay. I want to do stuff for the homeless, but I would need a team, and I would need somebody with me to, minority leader. Yeah, that's what I think they said. He said he was going to keep being a minority leader. I think. I would need somebody with me because I would like to help. Not homeless, yeah, but I would really like to help women with kids, right? Right. I would like to help women with kids. That's what I like, help them. But I would need, there was a lady, she died. She was going to help show me how to do all this stuff. I was actually going to be on her team, but then she got sick and died at home in Cleveland. Right. He could care less. She would every year go out and give out food, and she would have drives and do different stuff. And that's some stuff I want to do, right? But I need a team of people to help me. And I would also need some men around to protect me because, the people that's helping it always get hurt or killed or something happened to them, right? But that's a passion of mine. I just have not figured out, and then I keep moving around. I have not figured out how to do that, but that's what I want to do. Initially, I wanted to have a home for teenage girls. They too bad. I had to whoop them little balls. They too bad. I don't have the patience for that. I know my wheelhouse, I don't have the patience for that. That's something I would like to do, but I can't do it because my patience wouldn't call. I don't have the patience for that. But they're in my heart though, but I don't have the patience for that. But yeah, I want to do something. I want to do something. I'm going to do that in the near future as soon as I get stabilized. But I think God might take him out. Sorry to say, but he sure will, won't he? He sure will. He sure will. Yes, he will. He sure will, child. That's why I don't play with him. I don't play. I don't play. What y'all watching on TV? I need something good to watch because I can't watch Real Housewives of Atlanta until tomorrow on my streaming app. What y'all watching tonight? What y'all watching tonight? I'm going to start the campaign now. Vote. That's going to be all on my community pages about voting. I'm getting ready to start that campaign. Yes, I am. I'm getting ready to do that. Thanks for reminding me, guys. It's starting tonight. Do y'all know? I got to tell y'all because y'all we family. Do y'all know I just discovered something? So if y'all don't see a lot of it, don't mind me because I just discovered it and I'm going to be using it. I just discovered that you can put up posts on your community page on YouTube and you can schedule it and it'll go out when you say. Do y'all know I just discovered that last night? Just discovered that last night. That's why y'all seen all what y'all saw today. I was having a good time. That's what I had to do after I watched all that craziness. I had to get out of that space. And so I started doing happy things. And I just discovered that last night. I went to the older Real House on season 9. Right? Oh, you watch? You know my daughter does that. She said she like to go back and watch them. For me, I can't watch anything that I've already saw before. The only thing that I can watch that I've already saw before, and I'm gonna tell you, it's my favorite movie, is Tyler Perry's. When he had the stroke and she took care of him. What's the name of that? Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That is my favorite movie. And I ain't never had a favorite movie until then. I've seen a lot of movies. Y'all know I'm a movie head. But Diary of a Mad Black Woman. I remember when the play was out. I don't think I ever saw the play. I like plays, but I don't think I saw that one. Diary of a Mad Black Woman is my favorite movie. Because it shows a lot of emotions, a lot of turns and twists. And then everybody can come back together and be all right. The crackhead ain't on crack. They get back together. The husband give his life to God. The wife get her a new man that love her. I just love that movie. 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 That is my favorite movie. I can watch that. Now I can watch that over and over again. That's about the only thing. The news episode on. Now I watched Ops, Neat. I watched 1 and 2. It kind of lost me. I don't think I finished 2. So is the 3rd episode out now? I'm gonna start 2 over because it didn't catch me. And I like Zoe Saldana. That's why I started watching it. I like her. But it didn't catch me. I'm going to have to start over. Medea's family reunion to play last week. Yeah. I really love Tyler Perry. I don't care what they say about his wigs and all. I love me some Tyler Perry. Comes every Sunday. Okay. So I'm gonna start 2 over and see if I can get with it. Because I did watch it earlier this week or something. I did watch 1 and part of 2, I think, but it didn't catch me, so I didn't go back to it. Okay, I'm gonna start over tonight. I'm gonna start over. Because I like Zoe Saldana. I'm gonna start over. I just love y'all. Y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all just make me feel so good, right? And I told my subscribers on my other channel that when I get to 500, I'm gonna give them a name, right? Watching Love and Marriage. Listen, let's talk about it. And I haven't brought it up because I know a lot of y'all don't watch that. And a lot of y'all watch YouTube stuff. Let's talk about it. Carrie, let's talk about it. First of all, they're corny. The men on there are corny. And the light-skinned dude is spineless. He's scared of his wife. He's scared of his friends. He's spineless. And it really showed yesterday. The dark-skinned dude, can't think his name, I think he Anthony, gets on my nerves. He's a cornball, right? He gets on my nerves. My favorite Angel, the other dude, the muscle-bound dude that I can't think his name, right? He want to do everything without. But I don't understand is men who have a wife as a partner but don't want to include her in nothing. I don't get that part, right? Now, the light-skinned dude, that's the producer or whatever he is, right? Yeah, the light-skinned dude with the ponytail might need to cut that ponytail out. I remember having that thought when I saw them last night, like, cut the ponytail out. His man strength might come if he cut the ponytail out, right? Because he letting them just say any kind of thing to him. When dude said, I wanted to break every bone in your body, I don't know, I bet not have a dude that let somebody say that to him and he don't react. I don't believe they can. Now, they say they're the troublemakers, the light-skinned couple. They say they're the troublemakers, but what I think it is she's outspoken. and her husband then cheated, so she's insecure. She's a influencer. The other girl is copying her. And what do the other girl do? The other light-skinned lady that's Anthony's wife, what does she do? She got some wine, but what else does she do? Ponytail hubby and Christina are right. They listen. I've been new. This is about their 4th episode. The only reason why I watch it because it's love and marriage. That's why I watch it. I can't take them. That is the worst. They are the worst couples. And Carlos Kane picked this city because he's from Detroit. He said that's why he picked them. I don't know where he got them people from because they are not interesting at all. And they are so corny. The dark-skinned dude, Anthony, is a crybaby. Then he want to act tough. Everybody want to act tough with the light-skinned ponytail dude. He's the punk of the group. Said he can't do love and marriage. Yeah, it is. That's why I haven't talked about it with y'all. It is. I was all excited. Ooh, like, 'cause I got friends in Detroit, right? It is. But they not depicting the Detroit that I'd rather they go with pimps is at something. I can't with them. And yesterday, the last night episode, they had 2 episodes, was hey Patty Cake, did you hear both Robin Roberts and Michael Strahan leaving good? Why Robin Roberts? Why they leaving? I thought he had already left. I had heard rumors about him leaving. Why they leaving, Angel? Why they leaving? Why Robin Roberts leaving? Tired? They done had enough? What? Good Morning America's ABC. Is that what Gayle King? What is Gayle King on? But Kobe's husband was going off on ponytail. It was, wasn't it? What? One of the girls is an influencer follower on TikTok. I haven't seen her. I have to follow them. I haven't followed them because they're not so uninteresting, right? Both of them are influencers and they have a lot of sponsors. Both of them. The one girl, the oldest one is 40. The other girl is 30. She just turned 30. But Gail is on CBS. Oh, she's on CBS. Okay, they ABC. They both influencers. You follow them? Listen. I don't know why Carlos picked them, right? Because they're not interesting at all. At first, when the very first episode, I couldn't watch. I was trying to watch it. They all looked alike. The girls all looked alike for me. Now I can tell who they are. But they was looking alike to me, right? Especially the 2 influencer girls was looking alike. I was confused, right? I don't know what the other girl do. Anthony's wife, what does she do? Her daddy a preacher. I do know that. Daddy's a preacher. He's a crybaby. And then you want to get tough with Anthony. I mean, you want to get tough with Ponytail Dude. I can't, y'all. I can't. I really can't. And the only reason why I watched it last night because I was looking for Love and Marriage Huntsville. It ain't came on in 2 weeks. And they had 2 episodes of Love and Marriage Detroit. I was trying to give them a chance. I like them even less now, right? Yes, y'all. Cash at me, please. Cash at me, please. I'm excited about my new venture, right? Yeah, I love me some Tyler Perry. I don't care, say what you want about Tyler. Now, let me tell you what Tyler did. I told y'all before, but I'm going to say it again because he is a philanthropist. The people was in jeopardy. The older people was in jeopardy of losing their homes because of taxes, and it was around where his studio at, and he paid their taxes. And I want to say he paid them up for 5 years or something like that, a big number of years. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Love me some Tyler. Now, Tyler used to sleep in his car. Love me some Tyler Perry. But I can't do Love and Marriage Detroit. When I think of Detroit, I don't think exactly, Lisa Marie, exactly, because that's what we want to see, the opulence. That's what, and I still don't. They don't show their houses. So I don't know how they living, because they don't show their houses. Now that I think about it, do they show the outside of their house, or do they ever show the inside of their house? Maybe the kitchen. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about them people. I don't like them. He gonna have to go back to the drawing board on them. He is absolutely. They gonna have to go back to the drawing board on them because I can't. I cannot. And I've watched 2 episodes. I was like, oh, 2 episodes. It's gonna get better. But you know, a lot of times when a new show come on, you gotta give it 2-3 episodes and get right. Because they try to. Because Anthony is a follower. I don't like dudes like Anthony, the dark skinned dude. He's such a cornball. That's pretending like he's tough. You're such a cornball. He's immature. He's like, I been had money. You know, I don't like him. Ooh, it was cringy, y'all. The dude that's the muscle bound dude, he always working out and he going to buy the gym. Like, I can't. Yeah, my son talking loud. They get me to start talking loud all by my lab, y'all. Snoop also just recently paid a 90-year-old lady taxes of $10,000. Oh, wow. Nice, nice, nice. I like Snoop. The older Snoop get, the more I like him. I ain't never disliked him. I love me some Snoop. But he's growing into his manhood. He's, love him. I was watching something. It was a short, and he said Tupac, everybody was like, him and his girlfriend, the one he married to, was having an argument when they was young, and they was like, I don't know why you with her, man. Quit her, quit her. He said, Tupac looked right at him and said, that woman love you. Stay with her. And he said, I married her. We've been married 27 years. Love me some Snoop. Oh, all y'all Virgos? Michael Jackson a Virgo? Oh, Tyler Perry's a Virgo. Really? Okay, y'all. Well, y'all, it's that time. I got to go eat snacks, take my wig off, and watch TV, right? I wish I had me a dude to talk to. Ain't got that. So, but anyway, I'm about to go play with my YouTube. So, y'all gonna see a lot of stuff on my community pages because you can schedule it out, child. I did not know that. I am IT. I am hair and makeup. I am wardrobe. I am the cameraman. I am everything. I am everything. Everything. I enjoyed y'all. Cash out me, please, y'all. I'm broke as shit. Hopefully I can get some money coming this week. I'm messed up, y'all. Cash app your sis. Cash app me. Love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Probably. I ain't gonna quite say because it depends on. I gotta get my equipment together. I gotta do that. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Probably, but maybe. Okay. Or I might decide to go at 4 o'clock. I don't know. Maybe. I ain't gonna say right now. I gotta see how I do in the morning with my stuff, right? Okay, see y'all. Love y'all, Jack Squad.